It was one quiet night in early 1987. The teammates still took Gordon Ramsay's long absence as a major concern, Flick especially. Anyone think they know where Gordon Ramsay is?
Nope, sorry.
Maybe. Well, you never know if he might be dead. I'm just predicting, you know.
Shut up! Of course he's not!
Alright. I was just predicting.
Well, predict anything but death.
Hey, Flick, calm down. I'm sure he's not dead. Why are you so confident he's not dead? You haven't gone to help me with him.
And you haven't either, so shut your jobby hole.
Hey, don't talk so dirty, Mike.
I'll stop talking dirty when you think before you say Ramsay is dead.
But it could be dead.
Sully, what do you have to say for that?
Wish to know.
Hey, you don't have any right to tell him to wish.
You don't have any part to play in this mouth fight, donkey. So shut your gub.
Oh, great. Thanks a lot, Sully.
What have I done, Marty?
You've caused an argument.
I have not.
Yes, you have, you filthy liar.
No, I have not.
Yes, you have, you liar.
How dare you talk so vulgar to my face?
Oh, do me a favour, go and take your face for a jobby.
Oi, don't call me a liar, you bloody fat Scottish lump of green tomkite.
Oh, I've had enough of this. Someone put the alarm on to tell them all to shut up before I feel like setting the castle on fire.
You want to kick my bahookie? Ash. Kick Flick's bahookie. You started the fight.
I did not. I beg your pardon.
Yes, you did, Porcupine Taylor. Have you all thought of how it's been about 600 days since Gordon Ramsay left Italy and nobody has gotten back to us on if he is still there or not? Face it, Gordon Ramsay's gone for good.
You're just predicting, you captioned ruffian. What the hell gave you the right to bring up such a grim and upsetting suggestion?
Don't try and act like any of us are responsible for Gordon Ramsay's long absence.
I'm not trying to make you look or feel like you are the ones responsible for it. I'm just suggesting where it could be. Either he is in that place or not. We don't have computer televisions right now. The rest of the world are yet to follow in Japan's footsteps, since the Japanese are so powerful in their technology that we are yet to become. Does it also not seem a bit fishy how Butters just went into Gordon Ramsay's bed the night we brought him here last year?
Look, I thought you were better than this. Guys, please don't continue the argument any further. You continue sticking your nose into something that's not your business and I'll shove the shovel right up your bahookie.
Will you all just shut up? Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I know he's been absent for about 2 years, but this argument's gone too far. People are trying to sleep and your noisy shouting and yelling will wake them up. This has just gotten out of control.
Now that reminds me of a story, but not a very nice one. Someone once told me this. There was once a woman who enjoyed life and everything worked out fine for her. This was 1973. So it was all perfect for her, but all too quickly things started to take a turn for the worse. One day, she came across a stand that sold drugs. She, thinking they were sweets, simply took a taste of them, and that was what led to her downfall. After her drug taking, she started to become controlless. She had been breaking things, and damaging things, and getting into trouble with the police for it. She had become exceedingly vulnerable over time, and it just got worse and worse and worse as the years went on. Until one day in 1980, they knew it just had to be put to a close. So she died, and is now hopefully in a much safer place. A life derailed by drugs.
Marty,
Do you think Gordon Ramsay's still alive? I hope he is, Flick. But only time will tell. They now had no choice other than to just worry that Gordon Ramsay might be lost forever and wait for his beyond inevitable return. Hang on. Where is he really? (8,103 kilometers from Trent). He has walked thousands of kilometers from Portofino, and here he is. An underground tunnel.
Does this ever end?
Gordon Ramsay had been walking and walking and walking for a very, very long time, and he had never seen light for many months, and it was wearing his legs out. There was no end in sight. He had absolutely no idea where he even was, and there were no lights in sight anywhere.
This is torture. Ludicrous.
Morning, Flick. Isn't it a lovely day, weather-wise? Easy for you to say. Why the long face, Flick? You look like all your model trains have been destroyed. It's about Gordon Ramsay. I'm just really starting to worry about him.
I'm sure he's fine right now.
But he hasn't come back home in nearly 2 years. What if he's dead? I never got to see a proper goodbye to him when he left the Railway Museum for London.
Now that you mention it, Flick, notice how Rex went off to LA to help him in the late 1985. This was getting out of hand.
As the day went on, word spread around the country about Gordon Ramsay's long absence.
Silence! This court is now in session. Our case is Gordon Ramsay. One missing defendant, Sir Mario, the defendant, may let his mouth gibber on. Thank you, Your Honour. Well, let's just say that. The long story short is that Gordon Ramsay has gone missing since 1985 and nobody knows where he is anymore. And some people are getting worried to death about it. And Gordon Ramsay might not be alive right now.
Is he there, Mario? I'm sure we don't want to alarm anyone.
He could be literally anywhere. He could be swimming in my swamp of my own old home. Or maybe he signed up to become a member of my comedy show and become a bit of a laughingstock after doing the birdie dance.
Or maybe he went to Pontypandy to join the Pontypandy Fire Brigade and have a bit of involvement in Fireman Sam's TV show coming out this November.
Or maybe, since you brought up Pontypandy, maybe he's in Pyongyang in North Korea.
Or maybe he's in Northern Ireland with my old mate Bob the Builder. Or maybe he's moved to the USA to become a cowboy. Or maybe he went to Japan and met Cloud Strife. Or maybe to the Caribbean and met Jack Sparrow. Maybe he became an astronaut and went into outer space and became Gordon Lightyear, the space raging Chet. Just to name a few scenarios you might be in right now, but it may also be something different.
Guys, stop dragging this off topic. This is very important and serious. Silence! Defendant, you may continue. Anyways, so this all kicked off when I sent some of these guys off to the National Railway Museum in York in spring 1985. So about a couple of years ago, and when they all came back, the only one that didn't return was Gordon Ramsay. It turned out that he was off to Italy to help a failing restaurant, and since then, I never heard anything from him. A few months later, during the winter, I sent Rex the dinosaur off to LA to help Gordon Ramsay, and we didn't get anything back from either of them ever since. Not even the slightest amount of information. And I was told Flick was crying about it this morning, and that was the moment where I decided that's it. Action must be taken right now. Michael Rosen, Gwen and Trent, pure east into Central and Eastern Territory of Asia, so places like Hong Kong, Tokyo in Japan, Beijing in China, Shanghai in China, Seoul in South Korea, Pyongyang in North Korea. It doesn't need to be exactly these places I mentioned, but you can get the idea and use any form of transport available, any, whether or not, if it is a normal everyday vehicles or luxury ones like the Orient Express, but literally any option available. But with you two, Luigi and Yoshi.
So what do you want us to do?
I want you to go out there with Michael Rosen, Trent and Gwen, and I want you, Luigi, to get dropped at Portofino in Italy and help Rex with the dying restaurant. I just figured it was wise to send somebody to the restaurant and bring it out of the sludge to help it just in case it hasn't already gone bust.
Right, I'm on. No need to tell me twice.
And Yoshi, I want you to go with Michael Rosen, Gwen and Trent all the way through the middle to bring Gordon Ramsay back before something happens to him. I want you to go to Edinburgh, Waverley Station, to York, or Newcastle, or London, or Birmingham, or Cranmore, or somewhere down the UK bloody map, and get to one of the London stations that leads closest to wherever the channel connection between England and France is. Perhaps catch the Orient Express from England to Italy, and it's also important to mention that Rex went there to help as I sent him there in late 85. I hope he hasn't gone anywhere.
Aye, aye.
But remember, sir, this is the 1980s, so our ways of communicating or contacting others about where they are from place to place is nowhere near as easy as it will be 50 years into the future. We are not like Japan, where they have such advanced technology these days.
I know what you're saying, Michael Rosen, which is why you will need to call some pals to join you while you're in a bunch of hijinks. So that is why you must just use whatever option is available for you to get to your destination.
I may as well use this opportunity to rope in Xander McCormick, Austin Moon and Henry Hart to join us.
Then why don't you? Well, that depends on if you're busy or not.
I'm excited for this. This is going to be an adventure.
An adventure, you say? You'll see about that. Michael Rosen? Michael Rosen?
Yeehaw! Let's hit the road.
Michael Rosen, why on earth have you got a backpack on your back?
I'm going mountaineering.
No, you're not, Rosen. You're going undercover.
That's the point. It's stupid, but it knows it's stupid, and I'm hoping mountaineering in Asia. I'm going to climb to the top of Mount Everest.
Fair point. If you're choosing to go to Nepal and search for him there, what's in that bag, by the way?
It's just fast food. We all have to keep strong somehow, and East Asian food is not my top of puzzlers.
Oh, God almighty. Is there a dead horse in here?
And what do we do, sir?
Just search around local areas around our part of the territory. Spread awareness across places like Musselburgh, North Berwick and Ormiston, etc., etc.
So if you're up for it, I could use a volunteer to join me in the search for Gordon Ramsay across the eastern part of the world.
Well, me, Austin Moon and Henry Hart are actually in the McDouglas in York. So if you can stop over there and get us and take us to the train station, that would be much appreciated.
Okay, I'll catch the three of you there. Oh, there it is.
Here comes the choo-choo.
Well, that's not a choo-choo. That's a diesel.
Right, so we want to be at York.
Train heading to York at 10:55 from platform 10.
Okay, how will we find the three boys?
Luigi, Yoshi, you two search in the NRM. Gwen and Trent, you two with me and search in the streets.
Anyone think they're gonna be inside that McDouglas over there?
Bill Zander said they were in there.
How do we know if they're gonna be in here or not?
Well, they could be anywhere in this building.
There you are, Michael Rosen.
Excellent. You must know I was coming. Michael Rosen to Mario. Do you read me over?
Where are you so far, Michael?
We're at York. Me, Gwen and Trent have formed Zander, McCormick, Austin Moore and Henry Hart inside McDougall's.
Good. Now get Luigi and Yoshi and go back to the train station and ask any train drivers if their trains go to London.
Will do. Over. Right, come on, fellas. Let's find Luigi and Yoshi. Ah! Oops. Sorry, didn't see you there.
Okay, what is it with you bumping into people, Michael Rosen?
Luigi, Yoshi, we found Zander, Austin and Henry.
Good, now let's hit the rails.
So where are we going?
To find Gordon Ramsay.
Is he not back from Italy yet?
Nope, he's been away for nearly 2 years.
Any of you know what happened to Gordon Ramsay?
The other night, some of us got into an argument about where Gordon Ramsay could be, and the following morning Flick was crying about his absence. So the case was taken to court, and now Mario sent all us grown-ups out to spread awareness about him.
And we're going in an easterly direction and go across Europe and Asia.
Where is the train going to?
Blackpool.
Where is this train going to?
Penrith.
Where is this train going to?
Carby.
Well, that's the way to get to London, so all aboard.
What time is it?
It's 7:30 in the evening.
Where is the train going to?
London?
Where are you lot needing to be?
Can you transport us to King's Cross train station?
How many of you are there?
8 of us, 4 of us will go each car.
I'll jump in.
What time is it?
It's 8:08. Now we need the Orient Express that will take us from here to Venice and Italy.
But we need to be in Portofino in Italy. How are we going to get to Portofino if we can't get there by rail?
Either by car or train, but right now we need the Orient Express.
Is this train the Orient Express then? Why don't you ask that steward over there if the Orient Express is anywhere to be seen then? Is this train on this platform the Orient Express?
Yes.
Well, that sure makes us lucky, doesn't it?
We need to know if this train is going to Venice.
I beg your pardon.
Beg pardon back. Does this train go to Venice in Italia?
Venice? I'm happy to say it does. But its first stop is Paris in France. It goes through the English Channel, through the tunnel underwater, then after Paris, through parts of Switzerland and Austria, and then it'll arrive in Venice.
Now you can feel free to say that we're lucky. Guys, this is the right train.
This is the right train. And so, the Orient Express begins its 19-hour and 15-minute journey to Venice.
It's nearly 8:30. Seems like we'll be in Venice by 3:15 or so, and a 4-hour and 45-minute car journey in Portofino. So we'll be taking a day to get to our destination.
Well, let's say Portofino is the first place we're looking. You might be somewhere else. Gordon Ramsay, I hope you're still alive. So, Gordon Ramsay's still not in sight? No, I majorly miss him. After hearing Marty's story last night about the woman's life being derailed by taking drugs, I can't help but feel mortified if the same thing has probably happened with Gordon Ramsay, or even Rex, or even Pingu, or Sailor Moon, or Battlefields. Or what if that woman is Sailor Moon? Hopefully not. I hope you're still around, Gordon Ramsay.
Well, that truly was a comfy journey.
Ah, yes, Italy.
It's 3:45 p.m.
And we've still got to get to Portofino on the south coast and find Rex.
What do you want? Are you capable of transporting us to Portofino? Yes. And 8 people, you're free to hop on board. And 5-hour bus journey to Portofino.
The drive takes nearly 5 hours.
Here you are. Gracias.
Now, where's this restaurant?
We'll have to find Rex first.
Phew! What a stink! Absolutely stinking!
Why is the fish being transported in open wagons? There should be tarpaulins covering the trucks and the fish should be enclosed within crates.
Isn't there dozens of illnesses you can catch from eating fish that had been touched by flies or smoke?
You know why it stinks so much? Because it's hot here. The fish has to be rolled up in ice to keep it cool and fresh and devoid of strong smell. But the fish is transported in open wagons and the weather is so hot here in Italy that the ice melts and the fish is strengthened and it stinks up the place. And depending on how long this has been going on for, it needs fixing.
Perhaps Gordon Ramsay was called here because of this.
No, this is just not right. This is a colossal cleanliness concern. Everyone who this gets transported to are going to catch diabetes.
Phew, that's diabolical.
No, that's just dirty. Dirty work. Get it? Dirty work. That's a Thomas episode.
Maybe the restaurant owner is in there.
Yes, our business is dying and we've loosened that hook on that guy with the black trousers and the white shirt.
Yeah, my suggestion is that the fish are just awful smelly and they're a fishy restaurant and it's absolutely fudging stinking. You must be the restaurant owner, are you?
Yes, we are.
You come to the right place, my lads. Well, that's a relief. So I believe that your restaurant is collapsing, am I right?
Yes, that is correct.
We did get a hook when a guy in a black and white came here to help us, and also when a green dinosaur came here sometime later, but sometime last year the black and white guy strangely disappeared. The black and white guy, I think you mean Gordon Ramsay, and green dinosaur, I think you mean Rex.
Well, as soon as when Gordon Ramsay disappeared, we lost wind of his hook and ratings are going down at an all-time low. And we are losing 1,600 a week.
Is Rex doing anything to help?
Well, I'm not an advanced chef, and without Gordon Ramsay's input, I don't know what to do. I'm not a food expert by any means, and even fish is being carried in open wagons without any tarpaulins, and it's absolutely stinking.
Well, you can certainly say that again, Rex. It smells like someone left a trail of Tom Kite behind all over the corridors. I came back the way and single fished all over it to enhance its stinkiness.
Well, it smells absolutely flipping stinking. It smells absolutely horrible. This restaurant clearly needs a complete overhaul. And if not, it will be done for good. These guys will be out of business. I just don't think I can take that kind of rejection. Exactly. If you keep the restaurant in this state, everyone who eats your fish and food are gonna catch diabetes. Like I said before, when I wasn't here.
But first, I need a volunteer to maintain this restaurant.
I don't even know why we even need to be here. It stinks in here, and I don't see why it's my problem.
Well, if you didn't want to come here, then why did you?
Well, you can't go back to Britain now, Gwen, regardless if you do or do not want to be here, Gwen. I only came here because Trent felt like bringing me along.
Silence. You can get into the speech riot later. But right now, we have 2 problems to solve.
Let me guess. The first of those problems is to fix this restaurant and its hygiene, and the second of those is to find Gordon Ramsay.
That is correct, Rex. So what are we going to do exactly? I mean, we've got 2 matters to attend to.
Now, I'm actually thinking about that. Okay, so guys, I've come up with a decision. Some of us stay here and tackle this restaurant, and some of us will go elsewhere to find Gordon Ramsay.
Which of us will?
Rex, Luigi and Yoshi, stay here and tackle this restaurant. The rest of us will come with me to find Gordon Ramsay.
Why didn't I bring a hat with a light or a torch? Silly me. How come I completely forgot I had this for a colossal period of time? That belly rumble is a sign I've never eaten or drunk for God knows how long.
You could break your legs and you'll never get out.
Jesus, mate, was that really necessary?
Hey, wait, everyone, there's Gordon Ramsay!
Austin, wait. Austin, why did you run away like that?
Look, I found Gordon Ramsay!
You're looking for a guy by the name of Gordon Ramsay? Well, I'm Edward Rooney, and you won't find Gordon Ramsay here, boy.
Oops.
And the boat's leaving the harbour.
That's just excellent.
On the bright side, we're staying away from the utter stink of that place.
Rex, Luigi and Yoshi will be dealing with that.
Excuse me, where's the boat going?
Copenhagen in Denmark, so through the western Mediterranean and into the Atlantic, through the North and Baltic seas and into Copenhagen.
How long is this boat journey likely to take?
About 3 days.
3 days? Jesus Christ almighty. Who knows, is there any tunnels like the one in Portofino? We've jinxed again.
Flick, you... Oh... Hello?
I have some good news and I have some bad news.
Okay then, do share this news with me, please.
Good news is, me and Yoshi are in the Italian restaurant in Portofino, a fish restaurant. Turns out the problem was the fish were being transported in open railway trucks.
That sounds like a disregard for hygiene. That's foregoing environmental allowance.
It was, and it was absolutely stinky. But luckily, me, Yoshi and Rex are tackling the situation along with the restaurant's owners, and ratings are slightly going up.
Well, congratulations, man. You're managing to fix a problem. Now don't get distracted and keep it up.
Yep, that's exactly what we're doing.
Okay, and what's the bad news?
Well, overnight, Michael Rosen, Xander McCormick, Ashton Moon, Henry Hart, Gwen, and Trent have all seemingly disappeared.
What?
No, it's really true. I discovered during the night that they were absolutely nowhere to be seen.
Oh, this is abysmal. So all Michael Rosen, Xander McCormack, Austin Moon, Henry Hart, Gwen and Trent have all gone missing too.
What?
And who knows in the world where they could be? They have to have food, have something to drink, or they'll die.
Looks like we'll need to send more people on this mission to go and find their...
Sir, are they gone too?
Wait, I'm talking.
That...
Okay, so I'll phone any of those 6 that I have their contact details and ask them where they are. They are already causing confusion and delay.
Okay, thank you.
Right, gotta go. Bye.
Why aren't you using your walkie-talkie, sir?
It's conked out after I dropped it in a fountain, so I'm having to use my phone until I end up buying a new walkie-talkie.
Oh.
And now we've made a right butt up.
And there is absolutely no chance we'll find Gordon Ramsay here.
Whoa, that's a lot of bikes.
Did they mistake this place for Holland?
Do you know something? I think it should be interesting how Denmark and Netherlands both rank right next to each other if you rank all the countries by size.
Oh, a model railway.
This is so cool! Super detailed, and you can tell it must have taken a lot of time, effort and money to construct these models and props and everything.
Guys, keep up. We have a very important mission to attend to right now. You can be fascinated with model train later.
Eh? So what next?
Next time the mission continues, but will Gordon Ramsay make it out alive? Well, we'll just have to wait and see, won't we?